こいつは楽しめそうだ。
Fighters ready. Engage.
What's going on, everybody? Who we want to kick back in with another podcast, the Overrated Podcast, episode 6. I am your co-host, Stevie Henry.
You sound very muffled.
I do?
You sound better now,
Okay.
but you sound like it would sound like you had covered the microphone.
Microphone is I feel like my microphone is on its last legs, so that's great. But anyway, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly
Okay.
now.
All right. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, fix the screen. But yeah, this is the Traditionalist 101. My apologies, everybody, for the late podcast. I was doing a little side hustle, and got off I got off a little late, but I'll make sure that something like this does not happen again. So my humble apologies, but we are going to get started because we do have interesting topics that we would like to talk about.
Yeah, we do. But before that, there was one topic that I was not interested in talking about. We had a little discussion on this in the chat. Go ahead. Do what you say. What you gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a topic. I mean, I do have the article, but I know you don't really want to like go through too much. Well, but how about you explain why this isn't something you were like really interested in? To give the fans I guess a better, clear perspective of where you're coming from.
Personally, I don't like talking about rumors. And two, we've talked about Ben Simmons enough on this podcast. Unless something major happens when it comes to the team, him and the team, there's really nothing else to talk about. So no, I don't care if I don't know or care if he's losing money. I don't me personally, I find it hard to believe, but it is what it is. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be real quick. I'm just going to let me share this. I'm just going to read just the first paragraph of it. But here's the reason why I feel certain topics, such as this, is worth talking about. Right now, I understand what you mean by if it's just a rumor, like who cares? Like I get it, right? The reason why I like talking about stuff like this, oh wow, Seahawks just scored. But the reason why I like talking about stuff like this,
you're ahead of me. I just saw it.
Yeah, that's crazy. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and then they almost scored.
I'm not surprised. That Washington is a very snake bitten, franchise. You know what I mean?
That was a nice throw by Russell. But okay, the reason why I like to talk about stuff like this is because ESPN, Fox, they don't really like talking about athletes, personal life unless somehow it compromises their game, or if it interferes with their game somewhat. Like you don't really hear like who they're dating, what they're doing with their money. Like you don't really hear anything crazy unless it's illegal. You don't ESPN, Fox is not going to cover those things. So I believe that this would give us a really good opportunity. Oh, it's intercepted. They lost. I believe that this would give people like us and other people who have YouTube content opportunities to talk about those things because ESPN is not going to. So because they're not going to, that actually gives us more of a chance to like that phrase, jump the gun, because since ESPN is not going to do it, fine, we're going to do it. We're going to talk about it, and then we're going to get the the views and all the other stuff because you refuse to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to talk about stuff that may or may not be true just for views. That's not my mo. If I did, I would have done that long when I first started the podcast. Now maybe that's a big difference between me and you, right? I've never ever ever since I started YouTube, which was 12, 13 years ago, believe it or not, right? I never wanted to just do a YouTube just to do the popular thing, right? That's never been my thing. I wanted to be myself and just talk about stuff that I care about, stuff that I like, stuff that I don't like. I just wanted to be myself.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to talk about a situation that I don't know anything about, something that is not credible. Oh my god.
They got the freaking ball back. Dude, if dude, let me tell you right now, if Washington loses this game, they will be the laughing stock, for this season. They cannot lose this game.
That is who I'm telling you, man. That franchise is snake bitten.
Oh, my goodness. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I just that's never been my mo. Like again, I understand it's a juicy story. I understand that he's a very polarizing figure, but until something happens to the team with him and the team, all the other stuff I don't under like all that other stuff is something that I don't like it's just not something I'm interested in. I'm just not.
Yeah, look, I understand. I'm not talking about it. Oh, because we got to be the first ones to talk about it. Like, no, I don't care about that.
No,
I
you
don't do that.
want to talk about it because you don't like Ben Simmons, which is fine.
Oh, snap! Flag on the kicking team.
Offside. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like Seattle
Oh,
and
man.
Washington are playing right now. I have the volume down. What do you know what they're saying?
They were saying like somebody was offsides.
Yeah, I know that, but are they gonna re-kick it or is it?
Yeah,
or is
they're gonna re-kick it. I don't.
I don't see it.
No, nobody's offside. I think it's all BS. I honestly believe that's just a bunch of crap.
If they were offside, they would have flagged it from jump.
Exactly.
Come on, man. All right, so I'm looking. What? Okay, so they're circling the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, come on.
A bunch of BS, man. That is just a bunch of crap, bunch of
Yeah.
garbage. All right. So yeah, I don't care about trying to be the first one to cover a particular topic. Yeah, if you want want me to be frank, I don't like Ben Simmons. I think what he did is a disgrace, to the organization and to his fans, and for people. And it doesn't even have to be his fans. People who just wants to be entertained watching a particular sport. And when you see a guy displaying, misconduct, negligence, and disobedience in a daily basis, like you just don't have respect for that guy. And again, I'm going to use this example on you. You know how it is when you work with people who doesn't know what you're doing or people who refuse to work. It puts the strain on you and everybody else. And what do? You complain about that person. That's what you do. So if people are going to complain about Ben Simmons, whether it's fans or people in the media, they have the right to do so.
No, that's fine. Like
And-
that's not my
and
argument.
yeah, but if ESPN doesn't want to cover this, that's fine. But once again, it gives us the opportunity to talk about it.
I don't know, man. Like it's just not something that I'm interested in doing. Like it's just not. Like I said,
But-
if it has something to do, if it has anything that affects the team and him, and it has to do with his finances, then yeah, sure. Then yeah, we can talk about it. But like I said, if he is really going broke, right? He would have already set the course in motion to play.
Nah, you know what? There's just no turning back now because one, he already said he doesn't want to play for them, and two, he wants to use mental health as another reason. You can't go back now. He's gonna obviously be viewed as a liar, but this will validate it if he goes back and play.
Of
So
course, but if all he cares about is the money, and we all know that's why what he cares about the most, then he's going to come back. Like he's going to come back, and plus at the end of the day he has 4 years left on his deal, right? He has 4 years left. So if Philadelphia doesn't want to trade him, they don't have to trade him. They don't have to.
yeah, that ship has sailed already.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that,
no,
that,
no, no.
that ship has sailed already.
Like at the end of the day, like if I guarantee you, if he says, yo, I want to come back, he'll be there tomorrow. We don't know how the fans are gonna react, and he gonna have to do a lot of stuff to appease those heathens. But like
Heathens? Why are you calling
yeah,
them heathens for?
no, bro, Philadelphia fans are heathens.
Hmm.
They're like trust me. Now, and I don't mean that well, I do mean it in a negative way, but like, yeah, those people are not. They call that city brotherly love.
You call that city what now?
They call that city brotherly love, the city of brotherly love, sarcastically
Oh, okay.
for a reason, right? So yeah, so like, but if he wanted to come back and play tomorrow, he'll come back and play. He'll come back
Okay.
because at the end of the day, he's too talented. One, and he's under contract for 4 years. Now, do I think they'll still try to trade him if another offer comes up? Yes, yes. But if he wanted to come back and play tomorrow, because look, him playing is their best way of getting is his best way of getting traded. Because if he's playing well, then obviously teams are going to be more inclined to want to trade for him.
Hmm.
Just sitting down is not helping you. Like look with James Harden. James Harden played not great, but he played and he got traded because everyone knows how good he is. But he didn't sit out and be like, oh, I'm done. Or I think he got kicked out of practice the last day he was there. He was essentially kicked off the team the last day he was there. But even still, he still played and he got traded.
Yeah,
So
and he wanted to act like a glutton too.
yeah, yeah. So FYI, before we start with everything, right? I was looking up some stats, and obviously, I agree, and you agree that Steph Curry is the MVP right now.
And he's the best player right now. Continue.
Okay, you know that his stats are the same as another person in the league.
That's Kevin
His,
Durant.
yeah.
I
So
already wait. I suggest. I already said that to you already.
their numbers are identical,
Yeah,
and yes, I agree. Steph Curry is the MVP of the league right now. But why are we not giving credit to Kevin Durant?
because for one, the reason why I'm always now I don't want to go too much off topic, but the reason why I'm putting Curry number one is basically because he's been doing this without Klay Thompson. Without
And Kevin Durant's doing this without Kyrie Irving.
he has James Harden with him. I don't want to hear that. No, I don't want to hear
I
that.
mean,
I don't want to. I don't want to hear that.
wait. Okay, in under normal circumstances, I would agree with you. FY, your webcam is frozen on my end.
Okay, you can still hear me?
Yeah, but
It's still frozen right now.
yeah.
Oh, great.
I mean, I can still hear you, but it's frozen.
I could see myself, perfectly fine for some reason. I don't know why it's acting this way. Give me 1 second.
But okay. Oh, okay. He'll be back. Yeah, like Kevin Durant's numbers are identical to Steph Curry, so I don't understand why he's so anti Steph Curry. Like I don't get it. I mean, so anti Kevin Durant. Like I never got it with him, but it is what it is. Once he gets his camera stuff worked out, we'll start the first episode. So we'll start the first topic on this latest episode. Um, but in the meantime, while I wait for him to come back, let me look for Is there anything on Twitter that's going on? Let me see. Let me see. Is there anything on? I'm looking at Twitter right now, seeing if there's anything interesting. Hmm Let me see. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, there's nothing interesting on Twitter. Okay. You ready?
Is it better? Is it functioning properly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So all right. So let's start the Yeah. Okay. No. Do you have anything to say about Kevin Durant and your
Yeah. So
disrespect of him?
yeah. So what I was saying was Kevin Durant. Do I think I still think he's a top two player, but the reason why I'm putting Steph Curry as number one is
Hmm.
because he has been doing this without Klay Thompson.
And I mentioned the player that he's missing.
Yeah, that team is still a championship team.
No, they
That
should
team is
be,
still a
but
championship
they're
team.
not going to be a championship team if
But
Harden keeps playing the way he's playing.
but the fact that remember KD left the Warriors, which I'm so happy that he did,
Hmm.
and you obviously had Klay Thompson, who has been injured, and Steph Curry is just dominating the league. Like you could see the impact that he has,
Well,
with that team.
okay, I agree. And to me, the reason why he's number one right now is because of team success. They're 18. I think they're 18-2. They're kicking ass, and he's the biggest reason. So yeah, I
So
agree
what's
with you
so,
there.
so okay? So what's the problem?
I mean,
That's why he's number
the
one.
problem is that you don't give Kevin Durant his flowers. That's
No,
the
no, no,
problem.
no, 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 no. Like, look, I didn't drop. Well, hold on. I do have to drop him because I still think Giannis is. I'm still putting Giannis ahead of Kevin Durant as I always have.
What but that's funny because Giannis was like I mean I don't know I mean I know Giannis been hurt a little bit but like I mean I would say that Kevin Durant had a better year. Their team had having a better year by far.
Yeah, yeah. I'm putting for right now Curry at number one, Giannis at number two, and KD's at number three.
Even though KD's team is number one in the East and Giannis's team I don't know what ranking they are but I know they're not playing. I know they're not playing well.
Yeah, because they're not healthy.
Oh, that's why they're not like and Kyrie and Brooklyn's missing Kyrie and James Harden is a shell of himself.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, come on, seriously? He's
I
a
wouldn't go
shell of
that far.
himself.
No, he's playing fine. He's playing fine. He's playing fine. Remember, but the Bucks has been doing good because remember the Bucks was like at the I think 11th or 12th seed at one point. Now they're playing better. They're up in the fourth seed now.
Are they number one?
They're number four.
Are they number one?
No, they're not number one because they were
I mean,
not
who's number
healthy.
one? Who's
They
number
were
one?
not healthy.
Who's number
They
one?
had
Who's number one?
most of the squad was injured.
Who's number one?
It doesn't matter right now.
No. Because the funny thing is that the reason why you say Steph Curry is the MVP is because his team is number one.
That's what you said.
No, his team is number one. That's why he's getting the attention that he's getting right now.
Yeah, that's true.
If Golden State is 500, then he's not getting that same type of attention. He's
Agreed.
not.
Agreed.
So how is it that you automatically proclaim Steph to be number one because of his team success, and yet KD it has to be lower than Giannis, despite the fact that his team success is higher than Milwaukee's.
Because Milwaukee's had more injuries. That's why.
And like I said, Kevin Durant has no Kyrie, who's their second best player.
Oh my gosh.
No, actually, no. Who they don't have Kyrie, who's their third best player, and James Harden is dude. The numbers he's putting up right now, that's not the guy they traded for. That's not the guy they traded for. Everybody knows that. And despite all of that, Kevin Durant averaging 28 plus, having his team number one in the Eastern Conference, but yet he's lower than Giannis because, and I'm gonna fill in the blank for you, because you are not a fan of Kevin Durant.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Didn't you say that Giannis was number one at one point?
Yeah.
You have not even included Steph Curry until I have said he was number one. You have
Okay,
never. You have never.
you
You have
want to know
never.
why? You want to know why?
Why?
Because up until now, his team was not good. Golden State wasn't good. Like to me, team success is important. And he had an amazing year last year. He had an amazing year last year, right? But the facts are his team, Golden State, was not very good. They weren't. They struggled to reach the. I think they were in the playing game. They struggled to get into the playing game. If the playing game didn't exist, they don't make the playoffs, as well as he's playing. So when you have a guy in Kevin Durant, who with all the stuff that I talked to you about, now mind you, this dude's coming off of an Achilles injury.
Oh my goodness! All right, that has nothing to do with it. Okay,
No, it does.
that has nothing.
No, it does. No, it does because what it highlights to me, and what it highlights to a lot of people, is that this dude, despite the Achilles injury, can come back and be even better than he was when he left. With an injury that does not happen to players when they get that injury. When guys get Achilles injury, they're never the same. Kobe Bryant, probably the second best shooting guard of all time. When he got his Achilles injury, he was never the same player.
He was already out of his prime already.
I don't know if I go that far.
He was in his prime anymore.
You could trace the you could trace all his downfall to that Achilles injury. You can trace all of it to that. Like, guys don't come back from these Achilles injuries and are the same player. He's even better than what he was. And I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out why you don't get this man his respect. That's all I'm trying to say.
He's number 3 right now. What's the problem?
Right.
Like he's
despite
number 3.
Despite the facts that I laid upon you. Now, mind you, you're the same guy who talks nothing but facts, right? The facts matter most, right?
Of course.
But when I give you facts you don't like, you kind of maneuver around or you just ignore it.
No, what I do is I put all the factors together, and then that will determine who is the number 1 or not.
And I gave you a factor that you can't refute, and you're saying, I know you're looking at me like you want me to move on.
No, I'm not. Here's what I'm trying to say. When I said that Giannis team, because remember, I had put Giannis at number 1 even when they were out of the playoffs in the beginning of the season. I mean, I know we're still early in the season, but I still have him at number 1, right? But once I saw how Steph Curry was performing, and once I saw how he's constantly overcoming, despite the fact that Klay Thompson is injured, he is still dominating the whole entire league, and I believe he's doing that more so than Kevin Durant. And you're right, the numbers are basically identical, but he is leaving a much bigger impact than Kevin Durant is. And Kevin Durant, again, he has James Harden. I don't care what you say, he still has James Harden. Let me
look at James Harden numbers.
And for me, what Steph Curry is doing, I'm basically seeing the same thing where what we saw in 2015, where he's dominating the league, where there's basically nothing that the defense could do, and everybody is petrified when that dude crosses half court. Petrified, because here's the thing, he is so good. There's really nothing that the defense could do. Like, to me, the only thing that you could probably do to stop Steph Curry from shooting like that is if you put full court pressure, so that way he doesn't even get the ball.
Okay, I got the numbers right here.
Yeah, so I believe that when you have somebody who is a sharpshooter like that, shoot way beyond the 3-point line in a consistent basis, and there's nothing that you could do, and your defense become in disarray, I'm sorry, man. I have to put him as number 1. I have to.
There's no argument for me on that. I'm talking about number 2. And look at these numbers from James Harden. Oh, you see it?
Hang on. Yeah.
Put it big. Put it big. You're gonna
Yeah.
look at these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
In 20 games so far this year,
Mm-hmm.
right? Averaging, and look at his past. Look at his past numbers.
Yeah.
His minutes are identical. They're probably a minute less. A minute less.
Yeah, about a minute or two less. Yeah,
Yeah.
at most two. Yeah.
20 points a game, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This dude has been averaging 25 plus points a game throughout his career. Look at the numbers. 25 plus. Now he's at 20. And the most indicative is the field goal numbers. Look at his pass. 47, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44, 43, 44, 45, 43. Right now he's averaging 40. All right?
Mm-hmm.
The 3-point numbers are actually 36%, which is about his average, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging almost 8 rebounds a game. He's averaging
Which is
9.
which is actually one of his best by mind you.
That's fine, and he averages like nine assists a game,
Which
right?
is also good, mind you.
No, which is fine. But the thing, don't tell me that he's not the same player. He's not. He's not the same player by the sheer fact that his free throw numbers are where they're at right now. He's not the same player. He's not. That's not the guy that they traded for.
You really want to say he's not the same player because of 5 points?
I mean,
5 points.
I mean that's a big deal.
5
5 points is a big deal.
5 points.
Yeah.
You wanna say that, oh, this is not the same guy because of 5 points.
And the number that's most worrying is the field goal percentage. That's 40%. That's more worrying. And I guarantee you what that is him not getting the foul call that he used to get.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
He would like flail around like a dumbass instead of trying to put the ball in the basket.
You don't have the same consistency when it comes to Trae Young, when it comes to Steph Curry or LeBron James, for that matter.
Wait. So what am I supposed to say?
Everybody does a lot of the elite players did the same thing, not just James Harden.
We've been through this. Not to the extent that he does. Not to that extent.
Oh, come on. LeBron James flops and you know it.
Okay, that's fine. But when he shoots threes, he shoots them shooting upwards. He shoots them and then he stays on his feet. We know what James Harden does. He'll shoot a three, he'll jump forward, land on someone's feet, he falls down, and hopefully he gets a 4-point play. That's what he does.
That's strategy.
No, that's cheating the game.
No, that's strategy.
That's cheating the game. In my opinion, that's cheating the game.
Trying to draw a foul, I think that's a good strategy.
I mean, it's one thing to draw a foul, but the way he does it is bullshit. And I don't respect it. But even with all that, the main point is that if you want to say that Steph Curry is the best player in the league, that's fine.
No, because you still say that Kevin Durant is number one.
Look, if I had to pick between the two, I pick Kevin Durant. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm not impressed with Steph Curry. I'm absolutely impressed with what Steph Curry is doing. But my point is that the criteria you put, because mind you, the person you were cheering for, like the beginning of the year, saying who's the best player was Giannis. You didn't say nothing about Steph Curry until you saw what he did and how he impacted his team.
Yes.
But the thing is that the thing is that you don't give Kevin Durant that same type of respect.
Well, I have to. There's only one person that you could put at number one. Happen though. You can't put two.
That's fine, but the criteria of which you made Steph Curry number one, you do not hold that to the same standard for Kevin Durant being number two.
Because if you're in a team, because in my opinion, with Steph Curry, that Golden State team, do you really think that Golden State team is really that good? Or do you think it's because Steph Curry's dominance is why they're in first place, is where they are?
I mean, they have good players on the team. They have good players on that team. And I'm sure they have guys who are playing above they're playing above their weight right now.
because of Steph Curry.
I mean,
This is reminding me of Steve Nash back in the day when he was in Phoenix, where he had all these guys who they were just decent players.
whoa, wait, no,
They
don't do
had they
that,
were they
don't
were
do that,
decent
don't do
players,
that, no,
and
no.
he
He
made
played,
them far better
he
than they
played
usually are.
with Amari Stoudemire, multi-time All-Star, and Sean Marion, who was a great player at that
You
time.
didn't care about Sean Marion.
Oh, come on, that dude was one of the premier two-way players in the league at that time, offensively and defensively.
I don't,
That
I
team
don't,
was
I,
stacked. That team was stacked.
I don't know about offensively, but
No,
I
I
know
mean, I
he,
think he averaged.
I know he was good with rebounding and he was really good with defense. Yes,
Yeah, but I think he averaged around 17, 18 points a game.
I would have to check.
Yeah, but that wasn't a one-man team. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
That was not a one-man team.
that team was not good without Steve Nash. Not good.
No, I
That
mean, I
team was
think
not good.
he obviously he put them over the top. He made them great. Like that. Like that's not the argument. But the fact that they weren't a one-man team. Now, to answer your question with Steph Curry, do I think the team is better? Is obviously a lot better with him. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I think
Mhm.
that's part of the reason why he's getting a lot of MVP consideration. But I think Andrew Wiggins is playing well. They have Jordan Poole playing well. Apparently, Draymond Green can shoot threes now. Can shoot threes again. Like they
I
have
don't know. I don't know about that, but yeah, okay.
they have good they have good players on the team. They'll be better with Klay Thompson and the most and the main reason why is because obviously Klay Thompson is not going to be the same guy he was, at least not right away. It's going to take him time to get back into basketball shape. But now, since they got off to such a big lead, he's not pressured to be the Klay Thompson of old. They can work him into the lineup. They can work him into basketball shape.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the most important thing of their quick start. So all I'm saying is, use the same energy for Durant that you do for Curry. That's all I'm asking.
You only upset because you do not want to put Giannis ahead of KD.
No, no,
Despite
no,
this,
no, 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 no.
despite the fact that you've been saying that Giannis was the best player in the league.
I'm calling you out because you don't hold Kevin Durant to the same standard you host Steph Curry. You
I
don't.
do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I
Because
just
if you
think I
did,
just think that Steph Curry and Giannis are better players.
all right, that's fine. But based on your criteria, the reason why Steph Curry is number one should be the reason why Kevin Durant is number two. It should be the same criteria. But you use stuff like, oh well, Milwaukee's hurt
Exactly.
and this and
They are
that and
hurt. They're
whatever.
hurt. Remember,
And
and the part that you seem to forget, Giannis is a champ. He's a
and
champ.
and
You still have to put that, you know, and into the equation somewhat. No,
and Kevin Durant has twice as many championships as he does.
yeah, those fake championships. Yeah,
Hey,
I
hey,
understand. I understand. He
hey,
has
they
fake championships.
hey.
Now,
Steph Curry has those same fake championships as well.
Curry was already on that team. Kevin Durant
That,
went
that,
to
that
that
don't
team.
matter. He still
Of
got the
course, he
same.
did.
He got the same fake championship that Kevin Durant does, and
He
I
got fake
guarantee you,
championships.
that they don't have those. That Steph Curry, he already has one. He don't have the two others without Kevin Durant. I
Yeah, he
guarantee
does.
you, he don't.
Yeah, he does.
I guarantee you, they don't.
He would have at least one more.
No, okay.
Yeah, he would have had two.
All right, let's get on to our actual first topic.
Yeah, you were the one that interrupted me,
That's
but
fine. That's fine.
I just all I was trying to do was just read this one paragraph. That's all I really wanted to do.
That's fine. That's fine. We know how this goes.
Um
Okay. Do you
can
want
you
me
see
to?
it?
Wait, you want me to? Oh, so you're gonna bring it up? Okay. Yeah, okay. Are you gonna bring it up, or you want me to?
Which one?
The first topic.
Oh, I was trying to read the whole Ben Simmons thing before we left. But all right, hold on. Can you see this?
No,
Why not? Oh,
I
but
don't.
look,
I don't know.
I already shared it. Let me see. Did I share it correctly? Let me see.
All right.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna move on, really, really quick, but I just wanted to, say this real fast, regarding the Ben Simmons. If this is true, like you want to, claim that this is just a rumor and this is not actual 100% truth. So I'm just going to say this: if what this article is saying about Ben Simmons is true, I want to say this and get this off my chest. If what this is saying is true, I really do hope that Ben Simmons end up getting broke. I hope he gets broke. I hope he has no money. I hope he has to go into desperate times, desperate measures. You know that saying, desperate times calls for desperate measures. I hope he has to sell his assets. All his mansions that he bought, all the exotic vehicles that he bought. I hope he has to sell them because he has no money. Why? Why do I feel this way? It's because the number one reason, he betrayed his fans. He betrayed people who like basketball in general. Because all people want to do is just have him get better. Just get better. That's all people want. Get better. And he refused to get better. He does not. He wants to play his way. And I know, look, there's a lot of people that are that way. There's a lot of players that they want to play their way. You know what I'm saying? But if it's going to be at a cost of having your team not winning a championship, then like how you said, he becomes a liability. And now, instead of trying to get better, he wants to use mental health as an excuse. He wants to use that, oh, he felt like he felt that Doc Rivers betrayed him. And now you're having fans booing you when you come in, when you come to Philadelphia. Like, all he has to do is just basically humble himself and try to get better, but he doesn't want to do that. And it pisses me off because this is not something that you're supposed to be on display. You know what I'm saying? So let me just read this one part right here where it says, according to various reports, Ben Simmons might have to return to the Sixers camp due to cash flow problems. I think this is something that goes in line with what you said, that he might have to come back.
That's why. That's what I said.
Now,
If he comes back, then we can come back and discuss this.
well,
But if he's not back, then there's no point in talking about it. Because again, I'm not into speculation.
well,
Like, that's not that.
the former rookie of the year has been on a spending spree recently. Now look, now whether this article is true or not, you do have to admit that he has been spending his money. Like he would go
I
on.
don't know. I don't know him. I don't know.
You don't have to know him. You don't have to know him. Like who? Like it doesn't matter if he is constantly spending money and he's not going to be getting any money from the NBA because he's not playing. Then eventually, that crazy lavish lifestyle that he's living in is going to hurt him in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Because look, despite not playing a single game this season, Ben Simmons continues to dominate, the headlines, and I know that pisses you off. His ongoing saga, with the Sixers organization has kept him in the news. Sources has confirmed that the three-time All-Star might go broke in no time. This is what I want in no time. Okay, now you could call me mean if you want. You can say I'm being mean-spirited if you want. But this is what I would love to see, because if you refuse to work, you should not be making any money. If you refuse to work and you betray, your fan base, then no, I don't want you to be getting, money, from the fans who paid to watch you play.
All right,
And
so
that
you feel the same way about Kyrie?
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
No, Kyrie Irving is different. I mean,
No, it's not. No,
let me
it's
continue.
not different. It's not
Yeah, it
different.
is different.
He
It is
doesn't want to
different.
play.
No,
At the end
no,
of the day, he doesn't want to play.
He does want to play.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Because Ben Simmons wants to play.
No,
But
he doesn't.
He doesn't want to play for Philadelphia.
I get it. No.
No. It's the same thing. If you don't want to play, you don't want to play. You're saying that Ben Simmons don't want to play, so he shouldn't make money. Then have the same attitude towards Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving doesn't want to take the vaccine. That's the difference.
You don't have to take the vaccine. Go ask for a trade, and then you can start playing basketball again.
Okay, but
They're not
going to trade him.
Trust me, I guarantee you that that there are some people in the Brooklyn front office that want him gone. They want him gone.
So then do it.
That's all I'm saying. But don't say that he don't want. He wants to play. He don't want to play for Philadelphia. That's the problem. But you can't. But don't sit there and act like, he shouldn't get money. No, then feel the same way about Kyrie. If you don't want to work, don't get the.
No, Kyrie does want to work. He just doesn't. Want to take the vaccine.
So does Ben Simmons.
He just doesn't want to take the vaccine.
Yeah, and Ben Simmons don't want to play for Philadelphia.
You cannot compare those two.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
No, they're not.
They're the same thing.
Not even close.
They don't want to play because they don't like their situation. Period.
No. This the vaccine should not relate to basketball. Ben Simmons not no. Ben Simmons not wanting to shoot the ball relates to basketball. That's the difference.
That's not the issue. We're not talking about performance. You see, you switched it up and talk about performance. We're talking about whether or not players want to play or not. And if you're not out there, you don't want to play. Doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter why.
It doesn't matter why.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, no. Let me tell you why. Because everybody on that Nets team got the vaccine. Why? Because they wanted to play. If they didn't want to play there, they would have asked for a trade. Like Kyrie Irving doesn't want to play basketball because he doesn't want to get the vaccine. Perfectly fine. But then Ben Simmons doesn't want to play basketball in Philadelphia. He wants to play, but he doesn't want to play in Philadelphia. That's why he asked for a trade. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm retiring" or none of that crap. He says he doesn't want to play in Philadelphia. There you go.
Are you
so
finished?
Yeah, finish, and then we can move on. Because we actually have an actual topic to discuss.
Ben Simmons, all his requirement was to get better and shoot the ball. That's it. I don't want to hear all this, other mumbo jumbo that you're spewing about. He wants to play. He wants to play. If he truly wanted to play, he would play in Philadelphia. Okay?
No. That's not how this works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
All he had to do.
That's not how that works.
All he had to do is get better at. All he had to do is get better at shooting the basketball. That's it.
Again,
that's all you had to do.
You've been completely exposed in this topic. You're repeating the same thing that don't matter. So
all he had to do,
finish, and then we can.
All he had to do
podcast
is shoot the basketball, and everything would have been fine. But he does not want to shoot the basketball. He does not, and he could use Doc Rivers as a scapegoat. He could use Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid, as a scapegoat. He could use the fans as a scapegoat. I don't care. At the end of the day, all everybody wanted him to do is shoot the ball, and because he does not want to shoot the ball, he wants to play elsewhere. Kyrie Irving is a completely different situation.
It's not. It's the same situation.
Does not want something to enter in his body, especially when it. Look, I don't want to go into the science of this because I already proved my point when I showed you that.
No, you did not. No, you did
not. I already proved my point when I showed you that article because the article specifically stated that your natural antibodies could do the exact same job as the vaccine.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
And you want to know why? Because that's not the requirement of the New York State of New York. That's not the requirement.
Who cares?
No.
Who cares? Who cares?
You're not doing this. You're not doing this. You don't get to say, "Oh, who cares?" No, that's what it is. That's what the situation is. And if you don't want to comply, you don't want to play. If you want to play, ask for a trade. He didn't do that. Ben Simmons wants to play. That's why he asked for a trade.
Now you're defending Ben Simmons.
Right. No, I don't. Look, I don't care about Ben Simmons.
Yeah, you do.
Don't act. Like whatever. Don't act like these situations are different. They're not. They're the same.
No, they're not.
They're the same.
Oh,
if you don't want to play, you don't want to play. Period. Move on. Because you already been exposed. So move on.
I haven't been exposed to anything. You're comparing a vaccine to somebody who not want to shoot the ball. Like, get the hell out of here with that.
That's not the argument. That's not my argument.
Yes, it is.
That's not my argument.
Yes,
no, that's your argument. That's not my argument.
Okay. Then I'm going to stick with that argument. I'm going to stick
with
that argument.
No, you
don't sit here and tell me.
argument because you know you're wrong.
You
And
don't
the only
sit
way
here.
you want to
Don't sit here and
justify
tell
you being
me.
right is by coming up with a bullshit argument.
Don't
That's the
sit
only
here.
reason why you want
Don't
to
sit.
argue.
Don't sit here and tell me.
Stop. Get out. Stop. Get out of the room. Get out. Get out of the room. Jesus. Listen,
Who is that?
Don't worry about who it is. At the end of the day, if you don't want to play, you don't want to play. End of story. End of story. Don't come up with bullshit arguments just because you can't justify it. Because you can't justify it. If you don't want to play, you don't want to play. Period. Ben Simmons, he doesn't want to. End of story. He doesn't want to play there. He never said that he was going to retire. If he said he wanted to retire, I would understand your point. That's not what he's saying. He said he doesn't want to play for
I don't know
Philadelphia.
how retirement relates to that crap.
No.
That's
Because that would highlight to me that he doesn't want to play basketball anymore. If he wants to retire, that's what I'm talking about. You're saying that he doesn't want to play basketball. No, he doesn't want to play basketball for Philadelphia. That's been the point from the jump. He doesn't want to play there anymore. He doesn't.
Okay.
But you are going up to the conclusion that he doesn't want to play basketball anymore. That's not what it is. And the reason why I brought up Kyrie is because he's doing essentially the same thing. You have certain requirements that you need to do in order to play basketball. What's Ben Simmons' requirement? Ben Simmons' requirement to play basketball is to show up. To show up. And whether he gets better or gets worse, it don't matter. Show up. What's Kyrie's requirement? Show up. Get the vaccine and show up.
No, yeah, exactly. It's not just show up. It's get the vaccine first.
Yeah.
Get,
then,
okay, so
then
no.
And then show up.
No. You said get the vaccine. That's what you said.
Okay,
everything else.
If you don't want to get it, then that's fine. Then you don't want to play basketball. Then
everything else is irrelevant.
Okay, if he doesn't want to get the vaccine, everyone else has, then you don't want to play. Is that simple? You don't want to play.
100%. So Kyrie Irving is the only person in the whole league that didn't get the vax.
No, he's the only person on that team that didn't get the vaccination.
Okay,
that's the difference.
Okay,
that means he doesn't want to play. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy.
You're not making sense, man. You're comparing the stupid vaccine with Ben Simmons. Kyrie Irving has nothing to do with this article. Okay, that's the first thing.
You don't.
He has nothing to do with this.
He doesn't because I didn't want to talk about this in the first place. You're the one that brought it up.
But don't bring up Kyrie. Don't bring up Kyrie.
No. I have to bring up Kyrie because at the end of the day, they're doing the same thing. They're refusing to play basketball. Whether it's to conform to what they want, what the organization want them to do, in Kyrie's case, he has to deal with the New York mandate. That's what he has to deal with.
Okay, that has nothing to do with basketball. That absolutely nothing to do with basketball.
Look,
that's how you got exposed just now. That has nothing to do with the basketball. That has nothing to do with basketball.
Everyone else
does not want to take the vaccine.
Everyone else complied.
Just because he doesn't want to take the vaccine, that doesn't mean I'm using that. But what you're basically saying, he's using that as a scapegoat to not play basketball. That's a bunch of hogwash. That's a bunch of hogwash. You don't even know that. You don't know that.
No, I do know that. Why? Because he's not there.
So
that's
what?
Why?
He's
not there.
Did he ever say that?
Wait, say what?
Did he ever say that? He said he doesn't want. He said he didn't want to play basketball.
He said he wanted to play basketball.
He said he wants to play basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did Ben Simmons.
So let's move on.
So did Ben Simmons.
Let's move on. He
wants to play basketball, but he doesn't want to play in Philadelphia.
Okay, he doesn't want to play in Philadelphia. That's fine.
No, that's not what you said.
That's fine.
Because if that's what you said, we would not be having this argument right now.
If he doesn't want to play basketball
in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia, okay, that's fine. But guess what though?
Is that what you mean, or you were just saying that?
No. He doesn't want to play basketball in Philadelphia. That's fine. Because
that's not what you said. Because if you said that, we would not be having this argument right now.
No, he doesn't want to play in Philadelphia. That's completely fine. But you still would have brought Kyrie. You still would have bring up Kyrie Irving anyway.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you would have.
No, I don't think so. Because like I said, the facts is that if those guys are not there for whatever reason, then they don't want to. Then they're not serious about playing. He signed a contract. and he doesn't want to play because his feelings got hurt.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Kyrie
That
doesn't
is
want to
that.
play.
That doesn't.
Kyrie doesn't want to play because he's too much of a bitch to take a vaccine.
It has nothing to do with the contract. It has nothing to do with basketball.
No, but no, it doesn't matter. You have
Yeah, it does
requirements.
matter. Now you're doing it. You're saying it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does matter.
It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you have requirements in your home state to do what you got to do. And if you don't want to do it, then you don't want to play basketball.
It's outside interference.
All I'm saying is that hold the same energy. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm definitely holding the same energy. I already said.
Whatever. We've gone. Go ahead.
I already said that Ben Simmons, he does not want to play basketball in Philadelphia. That's fine. He does not want to play basketball in Philadelphia. Sure. Yeah. But does that mean it's the same thing with Kyrie Irving? No, because Kyrie Irving, his situation is outside of basketball. It has nothing to do with basketball. Absolutely nothing to do with basketball.
No,
that's why it's not the same because he does not want to take the vaccine because he doesn't want to take the vaccine.
That's fine.
And he gave reasons why. And he gave reasons why he doesn't want to take the vaccine.
That's perfectly fine. And
it has nothing to do with him not wanting to play basketball.
And Ben Simmons gave you reasons why he wanted to leave Philadelphia. He gave you reasons. So
yeah, because he doesn't. No, Ben Simmons' reasons does not hold water. Kyrie Irving's reasons holds water.
And Kyrie Irving's reasons don't hold water to me.
Yeah, it does.
So let's move on. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't hold water to me.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Not to me.
It does. Well, it holds water to me.
I don't give a shit what it holds water to you for. It don't hold water to me.
Okay, I don't give a crap about that either.
That's fine.
I don't give a rat's ass about that.
That's fine.
If he does not want to take the vaccine, he has the right to say no.
Okay,
but don't sit here. But the league don't sit here and say that he has the free will to choose whatever he wants. But if he doesn't choose the decision that you want him to, you basically want to punish him for it. No, that's not a free choice.
I don't
number
give
one,
two shits about Kyrie Irving. I don't care. He can do what he wants.
Number one, that is not a free choice because if he did have the free choice, he should be able to play regardless of the decision that he makes. That's number one. Number two.
Let me respond to number one before you go.
No. Let me say number two, and then we'll move on. And then you
no. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Okay, fine. You can say what you want after I finish number two. Number two. If he wanted to ask for a trade. My bad. If you say you said he did not want to you say he didn't ask for a trade. If this, whose fault is that? That's not his fault. If they are tired of Kyrie Irving of him not getting the vaccine, then you trade him. Trade him. Because look, it's not mandated in every single state. So what's the problem?
I guarantee. Well, for one, I do think part of it is that I think Kevin Durant doesn't want him traded. I think that's for one. But the answer to
so then don't put the whole thing on Kyrie then.
No, look, at the end of the day, he's the one that doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play. For whatever reason, regardless of the reason, he doesn't want to play basketball. Okay? The thing with Kyrie, and I don't want to go through this again. Everyone else knows the mandate. Everyone else knows the mandate. If you don't want to take the vaccine, that's fine. But don't act like this is not free will. No, you don't get to do what you want and get everything they handed to you. No, that's not how society should work. That's how some people want it to work because they don't want to follow rules. They don't want to follow protocol. They don't want to be told what to do, but yet they want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's not how life should work. You have rules, you have protocols, you have things that you have to do in order to comply to your job, which is what Kyrie's job is, playing basketball. That's his job. He gets paid to do your job. If you don't want to do your job, he had the free will to not play whatever.
Which has nothing to do with the vaccine, by the way.
But him not playing has nothing to do with free will. Because I guarantee you, if you go to China, you don't have a choice. If you go even Australia, you don't have a choice. In America, you have a choice.
No, you don't.
And if you do. You choose either to follow the mandate or not. If you don't want to follow the mandate, that's perfectly fine. You have two options: stay at home and talk to Joe Rogan, or ask for a trade. It's that simple. Just like how Ben Simmons has a choice either to play in Philadelphia or not play in Philadelphia. It's that simple. He don't if he wants to play, then he's gonna play in Philadelphia. If he don't want to play, he's gonna have to wait. At the end of the day, that's the choices that these men have made.
Yeah, that's fine.
My overall point is that you have to treat they're the same situation. They're not oh let me rephrase that. They're not the same situation.
Of course they're not.
But that doesn't mean that one is doing something worse than the other, in my opinion. They're not, to me, like if you don't want to play, you don't want to play for whatever reason. But like to me, Ben Simmons' reasons to me don't hold water either. But neither does Kyrie's. Because why? Because Kyrie is the
You're
I'm
broke
coming back.
out.
I'm coming back. Kyrie decides, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a couple of days off. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Oh, that's fine. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Like, whatever. I do what I want. I don't need to talk to the media. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. No, and then when he tried to pull this bullshit with the vaccine, why would I hold anything he said with water over water? You weren't even a fan of Kyrie until just now. Until the vaccine thing happened.
You saw me criticize him.
Yeah,
multiple times.
Yeah, like I said, you weren't a fan. You weren't a fan until the vaccine stuff happened.
No. Because remember, I defended anybody that did not want to take the vaccine. Anyone that did not want to take the vaccine, I defended.
But you're defending him now.
You saw me defend Aaron Rodgers. You saw me defend, Bradley Beal.
Even though he lied, and you never specifically called him a liar, despite the fact that he lied. You refuse to call him a liar, despite the fact that you'll call anybody else who cites mental illness as a liar, point blank. But yet, when someone actually lied, and you even admitted earlier in the other pocket that he lied, but then now you want to hold your tongue and be like, oh, he was playing semantics.
Yeah, he was playing semantics.
Now you want to coddle that because why? Because you support him. Steve, all I ask you is this: hold the same energy. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking you for. Hold the same energy.
I've always been holding the same energy.
You do not.
I've always hold the same energy.
No, you do not.
I've always hold
the same energy. No, you do not. And I just proved it to you that you do not.
You if you want to call him a liar, that's fine. Call him a liar all that you want. For me,
no.
If he does not,
I only do that because he actually lied. You do that to everybody.
Look,
but yet now all of a sudden because he has a stance that you agree with, now you want to hold your tongue.
Listen.
That's
I'm gonna say this one more time. He already explained to everybody what he did.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, he lied.
That he took whatever it was that that he took. That's what he said. That was the truth. That was the truth.
He lied.
He did actually take it. That was the truth.
No,
he didn't. He never ever said he had never. No. I want to finish. He never said.
Finish lying.
He never ever said yes. I took the vaccine. He didn't say that.
No,
that's not what he said.
No, he was asked if he took the vaccine, and he said, "I've been immunized." That's not the. That's a lie.
Okay, that's the truth.
No, that's a lie.
That is the truth.
That's a lie. He asked if he got vaccinated. He said he got immunized. That's a lie. It's a lie.
He got immunized.
You know it's a
lie.
He
got immunized by something else. He just took something else.
That's not what the reporter asked him. That's not what the reporter asked him. And you know this. Now you're playing dumb now.
Okay.
Now you're playing dumb now.
Then all the reporter had to do is just say, okay, does that mean you took the vaccine or did you take something else?
I agree. He should have gotten follow-up questions.
Okay then.
But the follow-up answer, no, his follow-up answer made it seem as if he took the vaccine.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did. His follow-up answer was that. He never said specifically that he didn't take the vaccine. He lied. But you don't want to call him on it because you support him.
Yeah, I support him.
That's fine. But then okay, move on.
I'm definitely going to move on because I don't think
you've been exposed. You've been exposed as a fraud. So move on. We'll move on.
No, you like to be delusional. That's the problem.
No, you got
you like to be delusional. I already told you once.
You've been exposed.
And I'm going to tell you one more time. I'm going to tell you one more time. He already said what he said, and I'm going to support him
Because you support him because he lied and you support him.
Look. You are the one that likes to call people liars. Okay.
No. Don't do that. Don't do
like
that.
to call people
Don't
liars.
do that.
So
no, Simone Biles. Naomi Osaka.
Where's her mental illness? What's the update?
Whatever. Move on.
Exactly. Whatever. So be quiet. So stay quiet.
Move on. You've been exposed.
Talking about what's the update?
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Okay, so all right, so get lost with that crap. Get lost with that crap.
No.
So get lost with that crap.
What did you call them?
No.
What did you call them?
Get lost with that crap.
What did you call them?
You got no update. You got no update. Your response. What your response is?
What did you call them?
Your response is, I don't give that crap. I don't give a crap about that.
What did you call them?
So now,
what did you call them?
When it comes to Aaron Rodgers,
what did you call them?
You want to say, he played semantics, and you want to say, that's the same as
no, that what you said. No, that what you said. I called him a liar. I called him a liar.
No, you said
play with semantics. That's what you said.
Yeah, but you said that's still lying. That's what you said.
Clearly, he did lie. He clearly lied.
All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic because we're gonna keep arguing over this.
No, you already been exposed anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
No, you've been exposed and you've been delusional because you say a lot of things that out of your ass, trying to compare the stupid vaccine, with Ben Simmons. That's talking out of your ass.
I'm talking about players who don't want to play in their certain situations because they feel like they're above the team. That's what I'm saying.
That makes absolutely no sense when you compare those two.
Okay, whatever. You're full of shit.
That makes
you're full of it. Move on.
No, you're full of it. You need to actually start making sense when you want to compare a freaking vaccine to somebody who doesn't want to play at a certain state. Like, get the hell out of here.
I already said what I said. Okay, I'm not repeating myself.
Please don't, because it's stupid.
No, because you don't have a justification for it.
Don't sit here and tell me, and tell other people that it's basically the same thing.
It is the same thing
because one person doesn't want to take the vaccine.
The overall
one
point
person
is that you have two players who are using their power to not play because they don't want to be told what to do. Whether it's playing for a team or getting a vaccine, they're the same.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sure they are. That's idiotic comparing those two. You comparing somebody's rights and to somebody who all he had to do was just shoot the freaking basketball. Like, dude. Like,
again, that's not my argument.
That's exposure right there to me.
No. That's not my argument. Him shooting the ball is not my argument. That's your argument. Go ahead. Go on to the next topic.
That's not your argument. Okay, I don't know.
No, it's not my argument. I don't give it. Like, him shooting the ball is not. That's not what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a player who doesn't want to play in Philadelphia.
Why does he want to play in Philadelphia?
I don't know why.
Oh, you don't know why?
No, I don't know why.
You're full of crap. No. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Either. He doesn't want to play there anymore. It doesn't matter why.
It doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter why.
No, it doesn't matter why because he don't want to play there.
Suddenly now he does not want to play there, and you have no idea why. All right, you're full of crap.
It doesn't matter to me because I'm not a Philadelphia Sixers fan. I don't give a shit.
So much garbage.
Look. He can retire tomorrow, and I'll be fine. He can retire tomorrow, and I'll be fine.
You've been exposed.
The facts are he doesn't want to play there anymore.
Why?
We know that he's full of shit. We all know that. All I'm trying to tell you.
Why does he want to play?
Huh?
Why doesn't he want to play?
I don't know. Either he doesn't want to play for. Either it could be he don't want to play for Philip. Whatever, Doc Rivers. He doesn't want to play with Joel Embiid. He doesn't want to play in front of the Philadelphia fans. He doesn't want to be told what to do. It could be any reason.
Yeah, sure, okay.
But the facts are he don't want to play there anymore.
Yeah. We should probably go back to the podcast
problem with you
when you even said it in the other podcast that he's afraid to shoot the ball. That he has all this mental stuff. You never mentioned any about this other garbage about Philadelphia.
Look. Like, that's not my argument, though. We're talking about two completely different things. You're conflating the two. When we're talking about the series, no shit, he was afraid to shoot. We all saw it. I'm talking about him playing basketball, and you saying that
And
he didn't, that
why?
he don't want to play
Why?
basketball anymore.
Why?
No,
Why? Why?
you said that he don't want to play basketball anymore.
Why?
That's what you said.
Why? Don't try to change the subject. Why does he want? We already know about the whole Kyrie thing about the vaccine. Why
Yeah,
does he
play
want?
basketball.
Why does he want to play?
My
with
point is he
Philadelphia?
don't want to play in Philadelphia no more. He
Why?
never said that he didn't want to play basketball.
Why? I'm giving you a chance. Why?
Well, you never don't act like you giving him a chance. Fuck no.
I'm giving you a chance. Why doesn't he want to play?
I don't care.
Okay,
it doesn't
all right.
matter.
All right, so let's move on then.
The
since you don't care.
no, the facts are.
You just said you don't care. Let's move on.
No. My
the
overall
WNBA.
point to you is hold the same energy. That's all I'm saying.
WNBA
That's all I'm saying.
superstar Liz Cambridge launches OnlyFans after the Olympic controversy. This is the next topic. This is the next topic. Let me share this real quick. Let me see if I got this right. All right, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right, so WNBA superstar. I think her full name is Elizabeth, not Liz. Yeah, I think it's Elizabeth, right? Elizabeth. So basically, she is basically now going to OnlyFans, and here's the thing. What I feel about, you already know how I feel about OnlyFans, right? I feel like, a lot of guys that go on there are a bunch of simps, and I feel like, girls that do that, you say it's a real job. To me, I don't think so. I know you say it's a real job. But to me, I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily a real job. But whatever. But I wanted to get to the main. Let me see if I can find it. No, not there. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Well, okay, so it comes after the Australian basketball superstar has dealt with the year of controversy. Cambridge, whatever her last name is, has been passionate and outspoken to advocate for the Black Lives Matter movement, including issuing fury messages for Aussies to support the movement and the I don't think this is it. Let me see. I think okay. This is where I want to get to at. Okay, so while Cambridge, right? Cambridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, while she did agree to go to the Olympics, she didn't ultimately suit up for the games, having withdrawn, citing mental health issues, revealing she was broken. Do I think she's lying about that? No. Let's continue. The Olympics is Everest for every athlete. Cambridge told HBO The Shop uninterrupted.
That's LeBron show, ain't it?
Yeah. It was about to be my third. It was meant to be one. Like every other Olympics is the one. Australia's gonna get a gold medal. And I'm like, I'm broken, guys. I'm halfway through the WNBA season. I've been dealing with health issues. I've been having panic attacks and vomiting, during the NBA. You see, that this is why I say I believe this. I believe, but if she has been having, so many panic attacks and, vomiting and, not feeling well, I honestly believe her mental issues is actually legit. Everybody else, like you and I discussed, in the past, yeah, I think it's full of crap. But
you're very quick to call them out on it too. When people ask you, like, you don't want to call them out on it.
Let me continue on because again, I believe her when it comes to this. My stress has been on a totally different level this year. In the league up to the games, she was involved in a physical and verbal altercation with the Nigerian women's team during a scrimmage in Las Vegas, and reportedly, breached a Opal's biosecure bubble, leading to the basketball Australian Open. Can you see this investigation into the behavior? Earlier this month, Cambridge was What happened?
Oh wait, because obviously I think they were playing in a bubble, and I think she left.
Yeah, but that was last year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. I have so much to say about this, but do you have anything to say first?
Um, no, not really. Like
All right, so
like
let me
if she wants to start her OnlyFans, God bless her. I guess.
okay. Now we all know that Elizabeth, is a two-time, WNBA champion. I believe she's two-time. Um,
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
yeah, she I think she won, twice. Winning I think in 2011 and 2020 or something like that. Because I was reading about her, for a little bit, and I think she won, those two seasons. She's an all-star. I think she's a WNBA first team, and she led the league in scoring somewhere. I think 17 or 2018. Now, here's a couple of things that I want to say. I'm actually surprised that she is actually going through with this, and I'm also surprised that the WNBA is not saying anything. At least not yet. At least not yet. And the reason why I say that is because do she obviously she's somewhat attractive. A lot of people saying she's attractive. You think she's attractive, right?
Yeah, yeah. You heard me?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not really.
Oh, yeah. I said yes.
Oh, okay. Now, what we discussed about Ben Simmons, I understand that ESPN, Fox really probably don't want to talk about stuff like this.
No, this was something that I think they would talk about.
ESPN would?
Yeah, because this is public information. The Ben Simmons stuff is all just rumors at the end of the day. This is public. She said she's starting OnlyFans. I don't see why they won't. The only reason why they won't talk about it because it's football season and it's the WNBA. The only like they're not gonna talk about it. But
Okay.
they would because it's public information. She put the information out there.
Yeah, but I highly doubt that if you're watching a show like First Things First or First Take, I highly doubt that they'll talk about it. Like I really highly doubt that they would discuss this in their debate shows. I really don't think so. I think because to me, when it comes to stuff like this, you would hear mostly that in shows like Deco Drive or something like that. What I'm saying? Like you don't really hear much about people's personal lives. Like I said before, you don't hear about their personal lives regarding to what they're going through.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But this is not.
What's up?
One second. I'm gonna put the thing on there. Pretty much, our friend Ryan Meadows commented.
Oh, he said smash. Okay.
Look,
He could probably see it. He could probably can he see it?
I'm sure that's why he said smash.
Yeah, Ryan, let me know if you could actually see the screen. But not paying to see her. Oh, not paying to see her. F that. Okay.
But my thing is this, okay, like we can, like I think the reason why they wouldn't want to really talk about it is because I don't think they want to. Even for someone like a Stephen A. or a Skip Bayless who will put their foot in their mouth, I don't think they want to condemn this and try and be looked upon as being sexist. Because if they decide to be against this, right, there's a lot of people who are going to call them sexist. There's no two ways about it. It's going to happen.
You've been guilty of that.
Yeah, because I think, like, good look. At the end of the day, should it matter that she has an OnlyFans? No. If that's something, if that's something that I don't know what team she plays for. What she play for? Who she play for right now?
I think it's the Ace. Something.
Oh, Las Vegas. So if listen, it's Las Vegas. But if they have a problem with it, then that's something that they have to discuss with her. But if what you're saying is true about her being a skillful, talented, and on all the other stuff, like, I mean, she's 6'8", so like she's basically a center, and in that sport, being 6'8", that's a luxury. Because not many women in that league are 6'8". So
yeah, but I think I remember a lot of people were saying somebody who is 6'8", this has nothing to do with the article, but a woman that is 6'8", you don't really have that many options. I'm talking about as far as relationship goes.
Relationship, like
Yeah.
look, Steve, you have to get out of this mindset.
Yeah, you don't really have that many options.
You have to get out of this mindset. Trust me, there's a type. There's a type for every female out there. Trust me. There's a type for every female out there.
If you say so.
It just depends on if they're willing to settle for whoever are attracted to them.
I mean, okay, if you say so, because I'm pretty sure she would want someone around her height. I'm pretty sure.
Not necessarily. I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe not. But like I said, like you have girls who are 4 foot nothing, and they say they only want guys like 6 feet or taller. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own thing that they want. Each person has their own quote requirement.
Okay,
right?
but
some of it more outlandish than others.
Okay, so but yeah, in my opinion, the reason why I believe that they're not going to cover it is because I believe shows like like I said, like The View, that's that I think it shows that early in the morning, Deco Drive, all these gossip shows. I think this is more suited for those type of shows.
I agree, but like I said, this is public, so like if they wanted to talk about it, they could, and regardless. And I saw in the article that you were scrolling up and down in, she's a model anyway. She's essentially a model anyway. And let me ask you a question. Like, okay, what's your opinion? Are you okay with this? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. How are you not okay with this? But yet you don't. I don't hear you ever complain about the body issue. I don't hear you.
I'm confused. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate on that?
The body issue, the ESPN body issue, where they have athletes, men and female, who pose in there like not naked, but they're naked, but they're not showing like any private part, but they're naked.
They're naked completely.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know.
Like I said, it's not Playboy or nothing like that, but they're naked.
It's pretty much Playboy to me if you're naked.
I mean, but that's the ESPN thing.
Well, I didn't know anything about that.
And then you have Sports Illustrated with the swimsuit issue. Like, and you have athletes pose on that too. Like, what? So, like, what's the big deal?
Oh, come on, dude! Like this is would you say that is adult content?
I mean, it depends on what you want to put on there. Like,
then the answer is no. The answer is no.
No. Look, the misconception that you have about OnlyFans is that it's only sexual content.
It's mainly sexual content.
That's what it's known for.
That's the primary.
I'm not gonna pretend.
Okay. So let's just move on from that.
No.
That's the primary.
But that doesn't mean that that's what she's going to do. Now, based on the pictures, that look like what she's going to do.
Don't play stupid with me right now, okay, dude? All right.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. All right. If that's what she's going to do, then that's something that Las Vegas is going to have to deal with. That's something Las Vegas. I don't like. What am I going to be I'm not. What am I objectifying to her doing this? Like I don't care. Like, I don't care. But if she wants to do it, that's fine. But obviously, the team is going to have to talk about it. But if that's what she wants to do, that's what she's going to do. And I'm not going to act like how dare she have an OnlyFans? I don't care.
Of course you don't. You don't care about anything. But look. Here's the thing. What I wanted to say before we move on. Look, I'm actually a little worried, and let me tell you why.
Why are you worried?
I'm not worried. I think the WNBA eventually, will worry because you have somebody involved in OnlyFans. Which is, let's all be frank here. It's pretty much similar to, the porn industry, because you even admit that it's primarily adult content.
That's fine, but
so
what I was saying is that just because it is primarily known for that, not everyone does adult content on there.
Yeah, but that's what it's mainly known for.
That's fine,
and that's where the money is at. That's where the money is at. So
that's probably true. But we don't know what type of content she's gonna put on there. We don't know.
We already seen how she's dressed, so
Okay,
like
that's true. That's true.
you don't
That's
think you
true.
don't.
That's true.
Oh,
But
okay.
she did a lot of this posing before OnlyFans. So she's a model. She's posed naked for Playboy.
Yeah. So what? Here's what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Going to yeah, see the ace, yeah. So going to OnlyFans, I think I'm just going to be going to an assumption here that the WNBA is probably going to worry that it might hurt their image. You know what I'm saying? Like it because
Whoa, whoa,
again,
whoa. Wait. Okay, I was gonna look. I'm gonna be frank with you. I was gonna call you out on your hypocrisy, but if you want me to do it now, I can do it now. But if you want to finish your point, I'll let you finish your point.
yeah, finish my point because let's be frank here. If if Steph Curry or LeBron James has ever said would ever say I'm going to go to OnlyFans or I'm going to the porn industry, do you honestly believe the NBA will be okay with that? I don't. I really don't.
What are
I
they gonna do?
if Steph Curry says I'm going to go to adult content, I'm going
Mhm.
to do some porn or whatever.
Mhm.
I honestly believe that the NBA will not be okay with that
All
because
right,
they don't want someone like that to represent their brand, and rightfully so.
but
Because
what are they gonna do about it?
even you have said
What are they gonna do about it?
that the NBA is primarily, even though we all agree that the majority, men watch the show, which is fine, watches sports. The majority, is men, which is fine, but it is more catered as a family type of event. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's how they want to push it.
Yeah. So if you have guys like Steph Curry or LeBron James or Giannis says I'm going to go, do some porn, and you have a whole bunch of guys doing porn on the side, I honestly believe the NBA will not be happy about that.
All right, can I respond?
Representing, representing their brand. I honestly believe they would not be happy about that.
Can I
With
respond?
go ahead.
Okay, first off, it's not like they're gonna be showing the adult content at the games
Mm-hmm.
if they decide to do it. They're not gonna. First off, those guys are too rich to that. That's also part of it. I guarantee you, that I don't know if she was making LeBron James money, I don't think she would be doing this. At least I don't think so. But it is what it is. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is that even if LeBron James decided to go into porn, what's the NBA gonna do about it?
They'll probably persuade him not to do it.
Okay, that's fine. Then when he says no, what are they gonna do?
I don't know.
They're not gonna suspend him. They're not gonna ban him. They're not gonna do none of that. Why? Because the NBA right now needs LeBron more than the NBA. Then they need LeBron more than he needs them. That's just the matter. And the same thing goes with Steph Curry, and goes to all these other superstars. Like they need them more than the reverse.
No, wait. Do you honestly believe if a role player said that they would tolerate it? I don't think so.
No, role. Yeah, could you look what you said? Role player.
Okay,
But even them, even with them, if they want, look. You're hung up on the whole porn thing, right? But you have these dudes. They have sex with all types of women on the side. A lot of these dudes go to strip clubs. A lot of these dudes do drugs. I mean, Kevin Durant is an avid weed smoker. He's admitted it. But at the end of the day, like, no one cares for the most part. No one cares. Because at the end of the day, when they go to the arena, that's not what they promote. They promote a marquee matchup, LeBron versus Durant, or Steph versus Trey Young, whatever. They don't promote their personal lives.
Well, but here's the difference though. Usually when it comes to Playboy, when it comes to porn, OnlyFans, all the other stuff, they do get advertised.
Not
They
not
do.
at the arena.
No, not at the arena, but you will see advertisement. Because look, think about it. If Steph Curry says right now I'm going to the porn industry or whatever, I guarantee you, whatever company will be working, with Steph Curry, there's going to be a ton of advertisement regarding to that.
That's fine, but
You know what I'm saying?
not at the
So
arena though.
yeah, but but again though, you said how important consistency is. A lot of jobs don't want you doing certain things because you are representing their brand.
I understand that.
So I don't think porn or OnlyFans is the exception to that rule.
But here's the big difference though. Big difference is that you can survive. Like if a random employee starts like, and I read the story too, and I heard the story where you have like, namely, like I remember this one time there was a nurse who had an OnlyFans, right? And she had a bunch of people at her job who found out she had an OnlyFans. They told the boss, and the boss pretty much told her, get rid of it or get fired, or you
Exactly.
get fired. And you know what happened?
She quit.
No, I think she got fired, and now she's filing a lawsuit against them for discrimination.
I don't know if she. I don't think she would win with that. Do you think?
I don't know. But the facts are is that she even said she was making more money doing OnlyFans than she was working at the hospital.
Right.
But she loved working at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some stuff about maybe she thought that some of the other employees were jealous of her and something like that. Whatever. I don't want to get into that. But the facts are, like, you are right. There are definitely some jobs who would prefer you not to have OnlyFans. The only thing I will say is that you can fire, like, any random company can fire a random employee, especially if it's just a regular random employee. Like, you can't just fire
not a top, not a top.
Maybe not.
Like for example, like you, I don't think your job will even think twice of try to fire you, because they know you one of their best workers. They're not getting rid of you.
Denny's would fire me in a heartbeat. They would fire me in a heartbeat if
I don't know.
If you have to remember, who used to work at my job. He one night, and I wasn't there, but he did it. I think he did it at my restaurant, right? He was, talking to like a table. Remember, it was dead. It was just that table and him, right?
Mm-hmm.
This crazy, young white people shit, right? They're talking, and she said, and the girl who was sitting at the table basically said, "Let me suck your dick."
At the table.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
And he whipped it out. Guess what happened? He got fired. Why? Because it got shared. It got shared on social media. It spread around.
This was at the job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for goodness sakes, man! What an idiot!
And I'll give you his. And I'm not gonna do it here, but I'll give you after the podcast is over. I'll give you the name. I can even probably find you the story.
Mm-hmm.
But he got fired over it because it was something that was obviously humiliating to the job. But at the end of the day, and he was one of our best servers. Like, he was someone who could could serve. He can dishwash. He can cook. He can do all that stuff. He was a good employee.
Yeah.
But he made one stupid decision, and he got fired. Me, like, my bosses may not fire me, but the higher ups, they'll gladly fire me. They don't give a shit about me. But the difference between me and a LeBron James and a Steph Curry, you can't just fire those guys. Because you fire those guys, you're losing money. Hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody wants to go to a Warriors game without Steph Curry. No one wants to go. The Lakers are a little bit different, but even still, if you lose your best player, no one wants to see. No one wants to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the difference. So regarding Liz, like I said, if that's what she wants to do, I don't have a problem with it. But if the Aces have a problem with it, yeah, that's a dicey situation, because I can see both, especially if she's going to do porn, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think if she was just doing like semi-new modeling, I think they'll be okay with it. Because, like I said, she's done the body issue and she's done Playboy, right? She's done that already. But if she's doing like hardcore sex content, I think they will have a problem with it.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay, wait a minute. But doesn't that kind of prove my point?
No, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know what her content is gonna be, and I don't know where her content is gonna be, and I don't know if she I don't know if Vegas has a problem or they're gonna say anything about it. I don't know. All I know is, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
If she wants to, all I'm saying is that if she wants to do it, For me personally, I don't have a problem with it. But if whoa, nudity, nudity, nudity,
Are
nudity,
you
nudity,
serious?
nudity, nudity,
Crap.
nudity, nudity.
Let me edit that out.
Let's
I'll
let's
edit that out.
let's move
I didn't
away.
see any nudity, but
I did, I did.
if you caught it, then my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Let's move away from there. Let's move away from there.
Well, yeah,
But
we could. Yeah, I'm gonna have
ultimate,
to take that off.
yeah.
Okay.
Ultimately, if ultimately it depends on what on what her content is, and depends on what Vegas wants to do. Like if they don't you stop, dude, move away from it, please move, go, leave. Look, come on, stop.
What's wrong? What did you see?
No, you keep scrolling up and down. Like, come on, stop it, man. Leave it be,
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Fine.
regardless, ultimately it depends on what type of content she's gonna do, and it depends on if Vegas has a problem with it. If they have a problem with it, they look in the WNBA, and I know this is gonna make you happy. The players in that sport are more disposable. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know her status in the league, but they're more disposable.
Why would that make me happy?
Because you don't like the WNBA.
Neither do you.
Yeah, I don't, but I don't cheer for their demise like you do. That's different. But regardless
okay.
of that, they are more disposable. So if they don't like what she's doing and she's not worth it to them, they can just trade her, or just release her. So, but
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know what the main. I don't know what. Like I said, I don't know what her. I don't know where her content's gonna be, and I don't know what Vegas's issues are gonna be with it.
Well, I mean, we could all, agree that the WNBA players, they don't really make much of anything. I mean, there's a lot of people with regular jobs, such as engineers, doctors, make way more than WNBA players do.
Let me look that up real quick. Let me look at the app. It was like that for a long time. That's why a lot of women basketball players went overseas during the off season, to play basketball in Europe, and they made more money in Europe.
Well, but you see, but here's the thing though, that goes to show you just how bad I've been trying to tell you this. I think you partially agreed how bad the WNBA is regarding to revenue. If you have girls going to overseas, and have girls having regular jobs, regular second jobs, and now you having girls going to OnlyFans, like at the end of the day, what's the point of even playing anymore? Like, what's the point if you have to have 2-3 jobs, and yet you're playing in a league that's not paying you anything.
I mean, I think a lot of them love the sport. They love the sport, and they would prefer to have a professional sport, in here instead of going overseas. But like they do have to make money, and if her supplement income is starting in OnlyFans, then I don't blame her.
Well,
but okay, but let me look at
she's
let me
going to OnlyFans because that's where the money is at.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is what I've been trying to tell you for the longest, that sex appeal matters. But we're not going to talk about that.
No. I do. Cause, okay, you said that you're against this.
Against her going to OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I think it's not really good, because wouldn't you agree that the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, etc., wouldn't you think that they're kind of like similar to a corporate based setting?
No.
Because remember, we both agree that it is catered to more like a family type of thing.
Understood, but the players are not held to that standard.
At least
in their off time.
But you see that you can't really entwine adult content with family events. You can't do that.
Okay, but Steve, you're not hearing me. They're not advertising that at the arena. They're not advertising that in the arena.
Okay, but
if LeBron, okay, LeBron James in the past has been caught on IG liking pictures of big booty women. Is that a family thing?
Of big booty women?
Yeah.
Of course he is, and I'm pretty sure he hit them up too in their DMs.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. But is that something that's friendly?
liking big booties.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
Okay, but nothing. What was the punishment? Nothing happened.
Yeah,
Because
but
at the end
he's
of the day, they're not advertising that at the arena.
yeah, but he's not partaking in the porn or OnlyFans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. He's
That
just liking a photo.
that's fine. But the funny thing is that people who follow him can see him liking that photo, and I guarantee you, kids follow him too.
I thought they took that off.
No. You can
I
still
think I know you could do that on Twitter, but I thought they took that off on IG where
no
you
you
don't
can no you
where
can. I think you can still, especially back then. You could do it back then, which he got caught doing that back then. You could definitely do it back then. I don't
yeah
know. I
back
don't know
then
how it is now.
I don't think you could do that anymore.
That's when that happened. That happened back then.
Yeah. I think now it's I think only Twitter allows it because it does that for you and I, like it'll tell me what you liked or what you
Right.
had comment
Right,
on.
that's fine. But this
But
was a
I
couple
don't
years
think
ago.
IG does that though.
Yeah, but that was a couple years ago when they were doing that. Now I think they still do it, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, they do that. Like so, people like again, these guys are not like the corporate setting stuff. That's for the executives. But the players, they're the player. They have certain protocols, like they have certain things that they have to do, like if they come into arena, they have to dress nice. You know what I mean? That's something that the NBA put into place. But at the end of the day, like in their off time, they can do what they want. It is the difference is now she has a OnlyFans account that she's doing.
Hmm.
And like I said, to me it is based on the content. If she's doing like hardcore porn, then I can kind of see Las Vegas having a problem with that.
But you said that as long as it's not being advertised in the arena, it shouldn't matter. So it
No,
does matter.
to me it shouldn't matter. To me it don't matter. But
Hmm.
I don't know how they feel. That's the difference. I don't know
Well,
how they feel.
then that goes to my original point that the image that you portray, it matters. It matters because if you 'cause, dude, just imagine, this is not going to happen, but just imagine you have all these elite NBA players or NFL players or MLB players doing OnlyFans or going to the porn industry. Like
Okay,
it is not a good look.
okay, that's
Like
fine. But
now
there's a lot of
look. You could say that I'm being hyperbolic about it, and that's fine. Perfectly fine because I know that's a little bit of an extreme, but I'm just trying to give a perspective of how it's just not a good image for for the sport. You know what I'm saying?
that's fine. But like I said before, you have athletes who do body issues all the time, who did the ESPN body issue, men and women, and they're semi-nude. Like to me, I guess my problem is that I just feel like the OnlyFans stuff is just used as a scapegoat to shame people into not feeling sexy about their body. To me, like if a woman wants to do OnlyFans, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of men hate the fact that women get a lot of attention with OnlyFans, and that they can make a lot of money on OnlyFans where they're not dependent on a man to provide for them.
No, I think it's more. Well, I don't. The reason why I never agree with that is because it's always been that way. It's been that way when it comes to porn. It's been that way when it comes to modeling. It's been that it's been that way when it comes to.
Let me read this. Blanky, why do you have a black guy on this panel? Hold on, Blanky. I'm gonna answer you in a second. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. What?
Read the comment.
Um. Oh, my bad, Ryan. You read you actually.
No. Read the comment that's highlighted right now.
Why do you have a black guy on this panel? Okay. All right. What were you going to say to him?
I'm going to block him. That's what I'm going to do. But his comment not showing up on YouTube, so I can't block him here. So yeah,
Can you kick him out?
when he comments again, I'll kick him out. So okay, so you were saying?
Crap. What was I going? Do you remember where I left off?
No, and no, we're talking about OnlyFans and why I think a lot of men, people.
Oh yeah. Like, cause. Oh, my bad, wrong one. Cause when it comes to when it comes to OnlyFans, the porn industry, strip clubs, modeling, and even when it comes to servers, like I read where like statistically, female servers they actually get more tips than the men servers do.
Oh, good. I can
And
block someone on there. Okay.
oh, you can?
Yeah, I just blocked this. I just blocked them. Thank
Okay.
you for watching, Blanky.
um when it comes to servers, like let's say we're going to the Ale House or Chili's or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The female servers, they, especially if they're pretty, they actually get more tip money than the men do.
Yeah.
So when it comes to OnlyFans, and again I remember we had this argument a while back where I said female models make more than men models do. That when it comes to sex and sex appeal, that's the women's industry. That's where they make their money at. You know what I'm saying? But that's just by default though, because when men likes to look at women, and women likes to admire other women's bodies. So of course they're going to get the majority of the money.
Okay, but I guess what my issue is that, like I said, if she wants to do an OnlyFans, why should I care if she has OnlyFans? Like, I don't care.
But yeah, but you said if it's like really high adult content, you think that'll be a problem.
No, for Las Vegas, not for me. For Vegas, probably. I don't know, but for me, I don't really care, because I'm not paying to see it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You wouldn't pay not a little bit, at least a sample to see?
No, I don't pay for porn. No, I'm good.
No,
I mean,
okay.
I'm not saying I'm against her. Like, I'm definitely not against her doing it. If she wants to do it, then that's fine. If it's something that makes her feel confident about herself, then that's fine. You know what I mean? Like you said, and you said that you believe her mental health struggles. If this is something that helps her, add self-esteem to herself, then at the end of the day, should you really have a problem with it?
I do believe her mental struggles, but I honestly don't believe going to OnlyFans will fix that problem. I think about this.
It may not. It may not.
Go ahead.
Why are you talking so loud?
Bro, we deal with the same fucking problem.
What you are?
No, we deal with the same fucking problem.
So you heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, do you have any last words, or because I don't really have much else to add to it.
No. Like, I think I was going to say was that, but you see how I find it very interesting that she wants to go to OnlyFans despite the fact that she has mental issues. Now, again, I don't think she's lying. I'm not saying that she's lying, but I don't think OnlyFans is going to resolve your problems when it comes to mental health.
You have to think about it like this. Like, OnlyFans is for people who subscribe, and you have to be a legit troll to go to OnlyFans, pay her money, just to make fun of her. Because the reason why they call it OnlyFans is because those are your fans. Like, if you're gonna get feedback, the vast majority of this feedback is gonna be positive.
Mm-hmm.
So so it literally would, unless her stuff gets leaked, or if someone is outright trolling her. This is the best. For her mental health, if she, like you said, she, even with the mental health issue, she's still a model. So, if she wants the positive reinforcements, then, I don't see what the issue is. I don't see what the issue is.
Okay, so my last and final thoughts is, look, if this is what she wants to do, obviously she has the free will to do it. I'm actually surprised that she's going to go that length, but once again, this just shows how you hate when I say this, but again, it shows that the WNBA is a failed product. It really is. Like, look, let's just keep it real. It's a failed product, and I honestly believe that they need to make adjustments. And I already know what you're going to say. Oh, the suggestions that I'm trying to bring up, it doesn't make it basketball anymore.
Well, one of the suggestions that you brought up was that you wanted them to look prettier because you had a problem with them looking butch,
Yeah.
and you have one of them who clearly don't look butch. Well, at least not her glamour
Nah.
picture, not her glamour picture. Oh, look. When it comes to I don't give a shit how they look. Like the goal is to play basketball. I'm not jacking off to you while you're playing basketball.
Okay, but you see how this validates my point though.
No, don't.
She's
Don't.
going she's going to OnlyFans where guys are going to pay because of the way she looks, right?
That had nothing to do with my point. Like I don't
Yeah,
need. She could do everything she does outside of of the WNBA. When she's playing on the court, all I care about is if you can play. That's it. That's all that should matter. And a lot of people like you always suggest, oh, they should be prettier, this and that, and oh, they shouldn't be butch and other stuff. Oh, she's clearly not butch here, but
I
yeah,
think I think I think
you're criticizing her for being too pretty enough to go on OnlyFans.
wait,
But
hold
yeah,
on. I'm criticizing her to be too pretty for OnlyFans. No,
oh,
I'm just
no,
criticizing her
no.
to go on OnlyFans. Period.
Okay, but she's going on OnlyFans because obviously she's a model, so obviously people think she's attractive, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you model before, then obviously there's a level of attraction that you possess. Like and but what she does outside of it has nothing to do with what she's doing in the basketball court. That's why I don't need her to look the way she does in those pictures. I don't need her to look the same way on the court because it had no validation of who she is as a basketball player.
But once again, you gotta follow the money. If they look a lot more prettier, I'm pretty sure more people will probably watch. But ultimately, they have to make a lot of changes. Like I'm gonna move on.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna move
I don't
on.
want to get I don't want to
But
get into it. But
all I believe that they should do is, they cannot, to be successful. We know that they're not as good as the NBA players. We know that. So to me, they should not have the same amount of resistance as the NBA players do, which is why I said they should lower the rim. And I think in the chat I suggested that they should probably add more grip into the ball,
and you also
so they could have better ball handling. And I think instead of having a 4-on-4, I mean a 5-on-5, they should have a 4-on-4
that's not basketball.
instead of 5-on-5.
It's not
That
basketball.
that is basketball.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
4-on-4 is not basketball.
That is basketball.
That's not how the game was designed. You know that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into it. But let me say this and then you say what you want and then move on. Right. You also said in the chat, you and another friend of ours, that you don't think it's a good thing that they look butch. And I told both of you guys that the goal for the WNBA is to inspire young women to play. They have a spot for them to play. So them looking pretty, so that men can watch. That to me, that's off base. Okay, I don't give two shits what anyone else says. I don't care. At the end of the day, their goal is to play basketball. Everything else is irrelevant. Everything else is irrelevant. If they want to go outside and look pretty and be a model, that's fine. And I'll tell you this right now: there are several WNBA players when they look glammed up, they look beautiful. Like the one that's on ESPN.
Candace?
No, not Candace. Even though I think she looks pretty, but you look at obviously you have what's her name? I think her name's Swing Cash or something like that. No. It's some. Oh my god. Damn, I forget. I forgot
I
her
have
name.
no idea. The dark skin chick?
Yeah. I think her
Oh,
name was
I forgot her name.
something Agumake or something like that.
I don't see her on ESPN anymore.
I've seen her on ESPN. She's
No.
very pretty. She's very beautiful. But
Yeah,
at
she's
the end of the
okay.
day, no. She especially when she's glammed up, she's very beautiful. And a lot of NBA, a lot of WNBA, a lot of women in general look beautiful when they're glammed up. But I don't need that on the basketball court because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for entertaining basketball. If I'm watching, I don't care if she look good. Same thing with UFC fighters. Dude, there are tons of UFC fighters that look beautiful when they're glammed up, just like most women. But in the cage, That's not important to me. What's important? Knocking someone out or submitting someone. What they do outside of the sport means nothing to me. It really doesn't. But when they're doing their profession, they shouldn't their look shouldn't be what should be the main attract the should be the main attraction. It shouldn't be the main thing. What should be the main thing is how good they are. Just like with the men, it should be how good they are. If they have other things that helps them out like looks or anything else, then that's fine. That's just how life works. Some people get rewarded for their looks. It happens for men and women.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, you should only be judged by your performance, not by how you look, not by what men think of you and all the other bullshit. Like no, it's about your performance. So you have the last word, and then we can move on.
Yeah, you say it's pretty much about performance, but unfortunately, you should know better when it comes to sex appeal. That's where the money is at. It
And, and,
works. It,
and
it
and that's
works.
why
It,
that's why
it
she's going to
works.
OnlyFans.
It works in the restaurant business. It
Hmm.
works in advertisement.
And it works
It
on
it, it,
OnlyFans.
it, it, wo- it yeah, it obviously works with OnlyFans. It works in
Hmm.
the porn industry. It works with gentlemen's club. It works in nightclubs. Because look, even in a nightclub, why do they give women free drinks at certain days? Because they know that if you provide them free drinks, more women would come, which means more men will come to those clubs. It's great advertisement. It's a good strategy. So I don't see how, when it comes to advertisement, when it comes to other industries, when it comes to like I said before, other female sports, tennis, Olympics, all that other stuff, they all have sex appeal. All of them do. I don't see why adding sex appeal into the WNBA like everybody else would be such a problem. I really don't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck to her. I think this is going to, once again, I think if it's like really high adult content, like you mentioned, I think it's going to hurt the image somewhat, and I think it is going to bring some type of controversy. And hopefully, she's not going to lose a lot of respect, from a lot of people, because I think that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. So go ahead.
Go ahead with what? You can talk about the GTA stuff.
Oh, I thought we was talking about the LeBron stuff. Okay.
No, no,
Um,
that could be the last thing. We got to hurry this up because it's getting late.
how much time do we have left?
What do you mean how much time we got? We're
I
already
mean, I
almost
mean,
2 hours in.
oh, we almost at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see this? Oh
Oh
wait,
yeah.
I didn't share it yet, did I?
No, you got it. I got it. I got it.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is the next topic. We're just talking about Grand Theft Auto developers apologize and offer free games. So, Grand Theft Auto Trilogy was supposed to be the next big thing Rockstar Games could have offered to its fans and customers. Instead of a long expected GTA 6, which what you complain about having now, which is reportedly stuck in development. However, instead of releasing a full functional and playable remaster of three Grand Theft Auto classics bundled into a single title, which was highly anticipated by the fandom, Rockstar apparently released a half finished product that doesn't measure up to the original games. Despite all the technological and gameplay advancements, as a result, the game's developer has apologized and offering free games as compensation to disappointed fans. Now, I remember that so many fans were highly disappointed with the game that they actually asked for a refund. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you knew about that.
Hmm.
But so many fans, was asking, for. I'm gonna read the rest of the article. But so many fans was asking, for a refund. And once again, having no. This is once again one of the reasons why I've been, so sick and tired of the gaming industry lately. Because, like I said in the chat, when I purchase something, I expect the product that I buy to be complete. And I'm pretty sure you feel the exact same way. So why should video games be the exception to that rule? It shouldn't be. When you buy a house, you want the roof on top, you want the AC to be fixed, you want everything to be functioning properly. Same thing when you buy a vehicle. Same thing when you buy your PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to video games, if the game still has a whole bunch of glitches, a lot of bugs, if the game is incomplete, you should not be putting the game out there for sale. You shouldn't, especially a game that you had already that came out years ago anyway. Now, I'm not a developer, but I would assume this was much easier task than starting a brand new game from the ground up. Would you agree with that, or you think I'm wrong?
What they should done? No, what they should no. Here what they should have done. They should have done what if take the fucking game that you have, right? Get the best version, clean it up, you know, and put it in the remaster. That's all they had to do. But they took the cheap way out. Rockstar took the cheap way out. They got a developer who didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they fucked up the trilogy. They fucked it up. It's a slam dunk. And the reason why they fucked it up is because the industry is not regulated. It's not regulated. So they can come up with this bullshit, and what they do is that they feed off of the nostalgia, they feed off of the love of the gaming industry
Mm-hmm.
to pull off the bullshit. That's what they did here. Cause let me tell you what happened. Because I was watching a video, the same video we were talking about earlier, right? Earlier before the podcast started, he
Yeah.
made another video about a team called Manchester United.
Who is this guy? We should probably give him a shout out at the very least.
No, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But
Okay.
I think it's BMO Most or whatever. But here's the thing. He talked about Manchester United, right? One of the greatest franchise, one of the greatest soccer clubs in the history of soccer, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you had to say, even back in the 90s, even though soccer wasn't a big deal here, if someone mentioned Manchester United, most people would know who they are, right?
Yeah.
Now, the team was bought by an American owner called the Glazer family. They own the Tampa Bay. They own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. They own both them and Manchester United. What they
You broke out. You said Tampa
what
Bay.
they did, yeah, they what they did is they bought Manchester United while they had a whole bunch of debt on in their name. They bought Manchester United in order to collect those debts and have Manchester United pay that off. So
Wow.
when they incurred debt, it goes to the club, not to them. And what did
Mm-hmm.
that do for a while? It it allowed them to get rid of the debt, but because of that, Manchester United couldn't afford, or at least they weren't paying for the top players, which is what they always did. So essentially, what happened is that they used the leverage of the fans' love and loyalty for the club to do what they want, to do whatever they want, and that's exactly what Rockstar and a lot of people in the gaming industry do, right? Especially these corporations that have all these CEOs and bullshit like that, right? These greedy CEOs who, when they fuck up, all they do is get a golden parachute. Then they get fired. No, they all they do they make millions and more millions of dollars, and then when they get fired, they get a golden parachute. They work for another company and bullshit like that,
Yeah.
right? They use the love, the dedicate, and the love and the loyalty of the gamers to get out. 'Cause that's essentially what happened to me. That's essentially what happened to me. You know what I mean? I wanted so badly to replay these games. I did,
Mm-hmm.
and even though I knew about the issues, I was like, you know what? Let me. Hopefully, I'll play the game slowly. Hopefully, they'll fix the game. Little by little over time. That should never fucking happen. should never. I don't accept that when it comes to my food. I don't accept that when it comes to buying a car. I don't accept that in any other way of life except for this fucking game. And Street Fighter 5 and Gran Turismo Sport. I did it 3 fucking times. 3 fucking times. And even though, you know, Street Fighter 5 is playable now,
Mm-hmm.
even though Gran Turismo Sport is playable now, and just like I think Grand Theft Auto is going to be playable soon, like I shouldn't fucking do that. It's dumb. It's dumb of me to do that. But but it's something I really wanted to play, and even though it costs $60, $60 ain't nothing to me. So like I aided them in their bullshit, and that's something that that's something that I take the blame for. I take the blame for that. I can be mad at Rockstar all they want, but at the end of the day, I bought their fucking game,
Yeah.
and that's on me. That's
Mm-hmm.
100% on me. And FYI, when it comes to this is only for PC users. Because here's what they tried. Here's what they also tried to do that was slick. When the definitive edition came out,
Mm-hmm.
was going to come out, what they did is that um they started threatening modders to pretty much stop. Why? Because they wanted everyone to buy their definitive edition, not the modders definitive edition, which looks better and more than likely plays better. They wanted everybody to shell out the $60 to buy their game. That's why they got rid of the classics,
Oh snap!
because the modding community was modding the game and making it look better and play better and all the other stuff. When the game was announced, that's when they started doing the DMC, copyright strikes and all the other shit. And when they produce a half-ass port and they get called out on their bullshit, now they want to bring the games back. Now they want to give people the opportunity to play the classics. It's corporate bullshit 101.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It is corporate, BS. And bro, I am like so sick and tired of seeing, because I remember we talked about Street Fighter before.
mm,
We talked about how they didn't have much content um when Street Fighter first was released.
they released it just so it can come out for Evo. That's all
Yeah,
they did. That's why.
yeah. Um, and dude, like how you mentioned, you don't expect that to happen, with your food and anything else. Like me, like I said, I don't want an incomplete house or incomplete vehicle or anything like that. I expect a 100% full product because I'm paying full price. So why are you giving me incomplete games? And I already told you the situation what happened to me and with one of our friends when we was playing the Street Fighter 5 tournament, where one of the guys had brought in Street Fighter 5, and I had already told you how I hate and how I miss the pop in and play. How I'm sick and tired of play to win, and I'm sick and tired of microtransactions,
Yeah.
and so you have to deal with all of that. And now with the addition of constantly playing buying incomplete games, I just can't deal with it. So even though they apologized, thank you for the apology, but this is
I
something.
wouldn't even go that far. I
Yeah,
wouldn't even go that far.
this is something should have never have happened in the first place. So the um here it says, to make up for the botched launch and buggy games, Rockstar announced the return of the classic version of Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy titles, including GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, to its own Rockstar Game Store. These games will return in a bundle, and anyone who purchased the new remastered trilogy on the PC will automatically receive the classics, for free. And you said this is the BS part you were saying?
Yeah, there's all the there's all first of all, it's all PC. It's all PC. It goes to their store, and Like I said, they removed those games so that people were forced to buy the definitive edition.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it says while this is somewhat fortunate news for PC gamers, there's very little comfort for console owners. So ultimately, even PC owners haven't got a good deal. We believe that all three classic titles were, obtainable for less than the asking price of GTA, the trilogy, before they were pulled from sale by Rockstar Games. The argument could be made that purchasing GTA, the trilogy, was an effective way to overpay for 20-year-old games and probably won't run adequately on modern gaming systems.
you, you see, me like to me here's the thing, right? I don't mind paying $60 for these three games. What I do mind is when the game looks worse than the original. When
Yeah.
they perform like they're on the PS2. That should never be the case. You're on a PS4 and I think the game performed better on next generation. But even still, this game should run beautifully on the PS4.
Hmm.
But they took the cheap route. They took the lazy route, and that's why the game has even right now, even with the first update, still has frame rate issues,
Oh my goodness.
which should never be the case. Never ever be the case for a game that's 20 years old. Never ever be the case. But that's really all I gotta say about it. You have anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna read the half of the paragraph where it says shortly after the release, um, gamers set social media ablaze, filling new threads, timelines with complaints about missing fog.
Yeah, like
Um,
and I do think the environments look better in general, but the obviously the rain effects are worse. The overall weather effects are worse.
yeah, yeah, it says here broken rain, unsightly character models, glitches, some of which have plagued even the original titles, and much much more. In addition, according to the reports made by various gamers, GTA the trilogy is also prone to crashing. This
Yeah,
I
that
didn't even
happened to
know
me.
about.
It happened to me.
This I didn't even know
It
about
don't do it
this.
no more, thankfully. But the first couple times I played, I pressed R3, game crashed. But
Yeah, and
thankfully, it don't do that no more.
especially on the Nintendo Switch, where players have reportedly performances and
And
stability.
again, I don't care how weak the Switch is. That Switch should run that game fine,
I agree.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, I agree with you in full. When it comes to that. So, yeah. So my overall opinion, my last point was that yeah, they apologized for it, but again, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing, and you are going to hate me for saying this, but I had to say it now. I have to say it now. There is, I mean, to my knowledge, if I'm wrong, please correct me on this podcast. But there is one company that I don't have to worry about incomplete games, especially when it comes to their elite titles. You know what that company is?
Everyone except for everyone don't really, not every company release incomplete games.
Listen. I'm gonna get, I'm going to ask you the question
But I know what answer you're fishing for.
again.
You know what I mean? And I'm telling you that there's only there is of and this is why I prefer first party games over third party games, because when it comes to first party games, they're held to a higher standard, and they know that they can't fuck over their audience. They know they can't.
Hmm.
So if you want me to answer the question, yeah, give Nintendo. Okay, that's what you want to hear, Nintendo.
Yes, Nintendo. I don't have to worry about incomplete Zelda games. I don't have to worry about incomplete Mario games. I don't have to worry about incomplete, Metro Prime games. I don't. I don't have to worry about incomplete Smash Brothers games. or incomplete, Fire Emblem games. Like when it comes to their games, Kirby games, and et cetera, Mario Kart, I don't have to worry about that. They will all now look. I understand your point of you want more voice acting, you want different story, more dialogue and things like that. Look, I get it. Trust me, I do get it. But what I can always count on is that Nintendo will always provide you with good quality games. Good quality games. And I am sick and tired of these third party developers giving all these crappy games where they absolutely know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but yet they still want to give us incomplete games anyway. And I'm just and that again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that was one of the reasons why I decided not to buy no consoles last gen. And the only reason why I had the Switch was really because of my brother. But I was interested in the games in general because I'm just sick of the BS. Like I'm sick of um these publishers and developers making a mockery out of me. Oh, these are video games. Just buy it. We'll fix it later. Just buy it now, pay full price, and we'll fix it later. Like I don't want to deal with that. I really don't. So whatever, Rockstar, you want to apologize, but this is the reason why I don't feel bad anymore when people are sick and tired of broken games, and if they want to make their own games and then they want to and yeah, I know it's still copyright. I know it's illegal, so it's wrong at the end of the day. I get it when they make these ROM mod whatever the
Mhm.
mod, right, mod games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when people were doing that with with the Grand Theft Auto games, look, I understand why they did it. Stop. If I mean, I know people will still make games of their own, but now I believe, in my opinion, they're being embraced more because we can't count on the original developers anymore. We can't. So if we have people outside of the companies making, mods and the games are performing better, then, those are the games that I'm going to be focusing on. I'm going to download those games if it's possible and play those games. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's pretty much it because I'll just go on a rant and continue to share my feelings of why I'm so pissed off because this is just complete abysmal. This should never ever happen under any circumstance, especially at full price. So
All right.
there you go.
Yeah.
Last and final topic.
hmm You can start
No, remember I told you to read it. Remember?
about the whole LeBron James thing.
Yeah.
I don't have it on my. I don't have it on here.
You said you had it. Why did you say that you had it?
I never. I said I had the Liz Cambers thing. That's the one that I had.
No, I said you're supposed to pull up the LeBron because I already had the Liz article.
Let me see if they, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to see if the story.
Hmm?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see if there's an update to the story.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let me see. All right, let me share it and let me see. Chrome. Okay, share. All right, let me go to the page. Okay, so LeBron James, the NBA reportedly makes decision on LeBron James fan incident, right?
Mm-hmm.
So late in the LA Lakers win over the Indiana Pacers, the superstar forward ushered a referee over to the couple sitting courtside. LeBron James then had the fans ejected from their seats and for something they said.
Mm-hmm.
Let me scroll down. Okay, it's not letting me scroll down. Okay, okay. So here's the will it play on here? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. Turn it down. And you see him pointing at the two fans.
Yeah.
And I like here's the thing, right? What's your opinion on this? Or do you want me to go first?
You go first. I do have a couple of things, but you go first.
Okay. Here's my opinion on this. Now, I am interested to hear what those fans said to him.
Okay.
Okay, and then let me read here. While the fans were ejected from the game, no further punishment is expected. The fans were ejected for violating NBA fan code of conduct, said Mike Bass. So, while some have been pushing for an arena ban, that reportedly won't be happening. Sources said that two fans made inappropriate comments and gestures towards Lakers star LeBron James. No lifetime ban or further consequences is expected. And I think that's it for the story.
Oh
Me
wow.
personally,
Okay.
I do want to know what the fans said to him to make him go off like that. Because remember, LeBron James hears a lot of shit. Like there's one thing that I can say about him: he hears a lot of shit in the crowd, right? And I
Hmm.
think he had an incident last year with a Atlanta Hawks fan, and I think they got kicked. I don't know if he's the one that got them kicked out or Atlanta themselves or the Atlanta security kicked her out. But I would like the media to ask these two people what they said to him. That's what I want. That's what I want to know.
Okay.
So like I said, like if it was that bad, they probably would have been banned, but they're not banned. So I want to know what they said.
Well, I don't really necessarily believe that they said anything, that crazy because if they because let me tell you something. If they had said anything, a racial slur or something like that, they probably would have gotten banned completely. So I don't think I don't
I don't know because, like I said, like there's been reports over the years about places like Boston, places like Utah, where that type of racial slur stuff gets thrown around all the time.
yeah, but even still, for man, dude, I just think that LeBron, took it way out of proportion in my opinion. I don't
But
necessarily.
here's the thing: if if there was a rumor that they said something about his kids, you
That
think you
yeah,
think that
about something about a car accident, right?
yeah, you think that should be allowed in the NBA arena?
Saying that your kid should get into a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That should not be allowed. If someone said this to my kids, I would beat their ass. Absolutely beat their ass.
you
But
mean
LeBron James
you
can't do that.
wait? You mean your nieces?
Nieces, if it was my son, if it was a son or
Oh, okay,
daughter,
okay.
yeah,
Hypothetically,
you know
okay,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
even if it was my nieces, I would beat their ass,
Hmm.
or we're fighting,
Hmm.
or something like that. But LeBron James can't do that because at the end of the day, the story is going to be about. So,
The thing is,
so
though,
yeah, go ahead.
nobody, no reporter, the league hasn't, confirmed that though. Like all this is just hearsay.
No, all well, I mean, they got kicked out because they violated the fan code of conduct. Now they were vague about it, and I mean, LeBron James not going
I
to say
thought,
anything.
I thought they got kicked out only because of the simple fact that LeBron told the officials
Yeah, but
that,
the official statement was that they got kicked out due to violating the fans' code of conduct.
but they didn't tell us what they said.
Pretty much, yeah. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't tell us.
I honestly, I believe I think it's all BS.
You think he made it up?
No, no, no. I don't think LeBron made it up. I think what the league said is a bunch of BS because if what they're saying is true, let tell us what they said. Tell it. Let us know what did the fans actually said.
But here's the thing, and because like I do agree with you, but then you have to, when you step back and think about it, you don't want to be set liable for lawsuits. If you say what they said, they can easily say, "Oh, you're lying. I'm suing you," and this and that.
Well, but remember, that's what LeBron is accusing them for. So I don't think they
Yeah, but
would.
he
I
but
don't,
he never said what they said. He never because and I do think part of the reason why is because he doesn't want to be set liable for a lawsuit.
okay, so then that means that the NBA. Okay, so this is why I said this BS. Not that
No,
LeBron
no, no,
James is
no, no.
lying.
No. My thing is there should be reporters asking these people what they said. We want to hear it from their mouth.
Hmm.
What they said. What did they say that got this man to get this upset with him, to get him this upset to the point where he'll pull a referee and get other people to get to kick you out.
Yeah.
Put the onus on them. Because a lot of people want to sit there and they want to say all the bullshit they want to say to these guys, or they want to be open to being disrespectful and shit like that. And but then once everything is shined on them, that's when they want to be quiet. That is the epitome of what goes on social media all the time. On Twitter, on Facebook, and even on Instagram. People think that they can just talk shit to anybody they want and not deal with the consequences.
Well, but here, but like for me, I know some people in social media had said that LeBron James is being soft, and getting those people kicked out was really unnecessary, and a lot of people believe that they were just being regular fans, or just talking trash. And if that's the case, then shame on LeBron for doing that, because at the end of the day, talking trash is part of the culture when it comes to competitive sports. It's
But
part of
who? But wait. Who compared to sport? Those two people are not competing in the sport. They're sitting down.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, fans is still part of that sport. Why do
That's
you think
fine.
they,
That's
why do
fine.
you
Their
think it's
their
called
job.
home court advantage?
That's fine. Their
That's why
job is
you
to
you, you
cheer and boo. It's not to.
okay.
It's not to. It's not to hurl racial slurs at the player. It's
No,
not
we
to.
didn't
It's
say
not.
anything
It's
about
not. No.
racial
No. 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 No.
slurs.
It's not. It's not to. It's not to denigrate their family or anything like that.
That's fine.
If you
But
want. If you want to talk trash to the player, that's fine. But if you're gonna do, remember this happened to Russell Westbrook. You remember he was a play he made. I think he was still playing for OKC. He was playing Philadelphia, right? He made a play, and some dipshit in the crowd went up and stuck his middle finger at him.
yeah, both fingers.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
fingers at him. You think that's good fan conduct?
No.
No, fuck no. If you're gonna stick your finger at a player, why don't you do that? Why don't you be a little bit more discreet about it? Why don't, instead of sitting in the front row, why don't you sit in the nosebleed where no one will see you? You know what I'm saying? Like these people, these fans act like they can just treat these people like whatever they want, and it don't work that way.
Hmm.
It don't work that way. Like I said, to me, the people should go up to these people and ask them what they said. They should go up and ask them.
Yeah, I think they absolutely should just ask, what did you say? Why did LeBron James get you guys kicked out? And we hear their answer, and see what happens. But again, like I said, it's a competitive sport, and it's still part of the culture. Even though you disagree with that, I still think it's part of the culture of fans talking trash, not talking about their families, not saying anything.
Look.
I think talking trash is is just part of the game.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with them talking trash to LeBron James.
Yeah. So if
What
he
I-
if he
what I'm asking is what? Because listen, trust me, I'm sure LeBron James has heard all of it before. I'm sure he has.
Mhm.
But there is something that they said that triggered him. There's something that he said that they said that triggered him. Because he doesn't. Cause trust me, he don't act. He would not have acted this way.
Mm,
He would not have acted this way.
yeah, maybe not, but
You have to remember, these are the same. This is the same guy. Well, when he went to Cleveland, they were throwing batteries at him.
This when he was in Miami.
When he was in Miami, when the first time he went back to Cleveland to play against them, dude, there was so much hatred in the air.
Oh yeah. I remember watching that game. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that was just brutal. Like it was.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know
And
how he was able
and
to play like
and
that.
no one got ejected. At least I don't think they did.
I don't remember hearing any reporting about fans throwing batteries on the court.
No, I definitely heard that. I did, and they probably got ejected. But like you see the bullshit that he goes through.
Hmm.
So and for him to react that way, something had to have been said. But at the end of the day, this is really my only thing I have to say about it. And I actually heard this opinion from Shannon Sharp, and I agree with him that people need to ask those fans what they said. And I don't think they will because, like I said, I think because since they didn't get banned, then
It
they
wasn't a big deal.
no. I wouldn't say it's not a big deal, but like, 'cause you could violate some rules in the fan code of conduct and still come back. It's something that it's something that has to happen that's heinous in order for you to get banned.
Yeah,
So again, I don't think if it was a racial slur, I think they would have gotten banned. But I do want to know what they said that got him that upset.
yeah.
That's what I want to know. So you have anything to say before we're done, or
Yeah. If it was a racial slur, if it was something about about his family, then yeah, I do think so. But if it's not, if it wasn't anything like that, then I agree when people were saying things like, "Oh, he's just being soft," and he's just you know he probably other people were saying he has too much power to do something like that, because you have to remember, if what they're saying is true, which I don't know, but if what they're saying is true, I don't think players should have the power to just grab a ref and say kick these out. They said this and this and this to me.
no? But guys have done it before.
Yeah,
Lots of guys have done it before.
I don't think that should happen, because you don't like. I'm not saying that, because look, at the end of the day, like, you don't really have anything to gain. What do you have to gain? To do that. You don't really have anything to gain. They're just being fans, and if they like, remember the fan that spit on Trey Young,
Hmm.
or the guy that threw popcorn at Westbrook. Yeah, like stuff like that. Yeah, ban them, or suspend them for a few years, whatever it is that you have to do. But if it's just just trash talk, I don't really think that warrants for people to kick people out, because again, that's still part of the culture of the game, whether it's by other players or by the fan base. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's getting late anyway, so
Yeah, yeah. So you work tomorrow morning?
yeah, I work tomorrow morning, which is fine. I mean, I'll still get plenty of time to sleep.
All right then. Well, like I said, if you hadn't brought up Ben Simmons, we would have been able to be done by on a better time.
No, you wanted to bring up the whole Kyrie Irving thing. That's what prolonged the whole thing.
Anyway, all right. This is who we 186. I'm out, and obviously we're gonna be looking forward to the Game Awards. Like I said, like we're gonna stream that, and hopefully the show is good. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be I'm gonna get a couple of days off really soon, and I could really work on a lot of the editing, and because I really need to get that stuff fixed. But anyway, man, what a long night it was. But once again, it's always been an honor. Thank you for kicking out whatever that dude name is. I didn't know you could do that, but that just goes to show that, yeah, we still got racist people in this world. But you know what? I'm still happy we did the podcast. This is the Traditionalist 101 signing out.
all right.
Have a good one.
Who 186. I'm out. Peace.